June 21st, 9:48 a.m. Discrete Court, Defendant Lobby, number 3. And with that, I say hello, everyone, and welcome back to Ace Attorney Justice for All, as we are on the second episode of the... Oh, we're in part 2 of the second game in episode 2. I think that's it, right? There's not more 2s that I can add. Yeah, I can't. I think it's like episode 27, 29 maybe, perchance. I don't remember the episode's numbers. There's so many already now because of the... what was it called? Well, the first game, right? They're all considered part of the trilogy. So anyway, June 21st. Let's see what's gonna happen. What? What's wrong? Prosecutor Von Karma? You mean... No, I heard it's his successor this time. True. We heard that last time. Successor? Manfred Von Karma was a really sinister man. He pulled all sorts of nasty tricks, so also he could win. He was a man obsessed with the word perfection. He had a perfect record for 40 long years. Who knows what sort of dirty tricks he used to get each of those guilty verdicts. And now his successor. Well, what kind of person they will turn out to be? A dummy. That's no good. Mystic Maya. Pearly, what are you doing here? You showed up. Thanks for coming all this way. I was really worried about you. Hey, where's your mother? Didn't you two come together? Mother is watching over the trainees. She said that they have trainees walking. They have training for 2 days straight with no breaks. Huh? Well then you came all by yourself? Yep, I snuck out of the man and followed the map. Don't tell me you walked all the way here. Oh, of course not. I ran. That's... Oh, gosh, I can't. It takes 2 hours by train. Oh, man. Pearly, what about the train? Huh? What's a train in? I give up. It's time, isn't it? I'm really scared. What if Von Karma tries to do something to me? At least I know Mr. Edward would be nicer to me than Von Karma. Mr. A.G. Worth? Who is that? He's Nick's rival. Oh, well, he's also a friend. So remember him as though I've only seen him yesterday. It's been a while, I think, in the game, right? The best buds. Every trial was a scorchingly fierce battle until the very end. It was always back and forth with them, but when you're rivals for life, Maya, please don't mention that name ever again. Huh? But why, Nick? I'm sorry, Maya. I forgot you don't know. He's gone, and it's not coming back. What? Wait. What's that supposed to mean? Court will commence shortly. Please proceed into the courtroom. Let's go. Now's not the time to talk about that anyway. Nick? Now Maya thinks Edward is dead. When it's gonna come at the end, it's just gonna be like, I thought you died! June 21st, 10 a.m. District Courtroom number 2. Let's get this trial started. Oh yeah, there you go. It is Christina Von Karma, or whatever her name is. Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Faye. Are the prosecution and the defense prepared? What is with this kid? Wait. Okay, we don't know yet. I was gonna look at her age, like, what do you mean, kid? Mr. Wright, are you prepared? Yes, Your Honor. Why does he always seem mad at me? Mr. Pheonix Wright. You must be a little shocked because I'm a woman, correct? Hold on, she's the famed successor to Prosecutor Von Karma? I am Francisca. Oh, not Christina. It was Francisca Von Karma, the prodigy. I see. I gave up a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason. Revenge. Revenge? This is about her father, Manfred Von Karma. Maybe something of a personal nature. I'm sure you can. Ouch! I am talking. Are you whipping the judge? If you interrupt again, my whip will do the speaking for me. Please speak with your mouth like a normal person. I beg of you. Ouch! don't! Make no mistake, I will defeat you. Prepare to go down, Mr. Pheonix Wright. Prosecutor von Karma, your opening statement, please, and also please stop whipping. Those of von Karma blood have only one fate, and that is perfection. The defendant Maya Fane will find no escape from her guilt on my watch. Very well then, what is the defense position? Your Honor, does the defendant wish to enter a plea of not guilty? Yes. Foolish fool who foolishly dreams of foolish dreams. 10 minutes. I give the defense 10 minutes before it changes its plea. That's right. I'll have you running for the justified self-defense plea in no time. Justified self-defense? I could have gone that route. A plea usually reserved for when a person unintentionally kills in defense of themselves. You could have easily make a solid case that it was self-defense, but the defense stands by the plea of not guilty, Your Honor, because the plea justified self-defense is to say you did kill someone. How foolish. Wait, should I give her a German accent? If that is how you wish to play, then Mr. White, then I shall now call my first witness. She's just as scary as his father like daughter, I suppose. Well, I now too have a daughter. Oh, hello, Gumshoe. Witness, your name and occupation, please. Yes, sir. My name is Dick Gumshoe. I'm a detective at the local precinct. Ah! Get to the point already. Explain to the court the details of this murder. Oh, yes, sir. If anyone would please look at this map. Oh, that's the channeling chamber. The channeling chamber has no windows, and the door was locked shut. At the time of the murder, only the victim and the defendant were in the room. What were they doing in there? They were channeling a spirit, sir. Oh, channeling a spirit? It's quite a look of disbelief there, Your Honor. Well, anyway, a few minutes after the channeling started, gunshots were heard from inside the room, sir. A few of the witnesses broke the door down and rushed into the room. Ah, and that's when they found that the victim was already dead, correct? Okay then, okay, I see. I believe this is one of the most open and shut cases I've ever presided over. Floor plans have been added to the court records, by the way. So, how was the victim killed? I was about to get to that. Stop wasting my time, then. Cause of death. The correct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. The shot was fired from point-blank range. Before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. The murderers used the pistol to finish off the victim after the stabbing. Where did they find the gun, though? So the victim was stabbed before being shot. This is the victim's autopsy report, sir. They was stabbed in the chest, they was shot in the forehead. Okay. Well, the court accepts it into evidence, Mr. Wright. You may question the witness. Now that I can also, like, present, like, profiles and such. She's only 18. I thought she was, like, 27 or something every time I saw her. She's so young. She's such a baby. She's the same age as Maya. What's going on? Okay. Interesting. I never knew that. The murder weapon detective. Whose pistol was it? It was the victim's. The victim? Now, why would he have a pistol? Who cares? The point is that you are missing is whose fingerprints are on that pistol. If you're not already paying attention, then I suggest you start. Fingerprints? Oh, they were fingerprints. Along with the victims, the defendant's Maya face were also the grip, sir. That's not good. So the defendant's fingerprints were left on the murder weapon. Right, walked right into her hands there. The shot was fired from point-blank range. Point-blank, huh? So about how far away is that? Anywhere between 12 to 20 inches away. How do you know it was shot at point blank? Mr. Pheonix Wright. I grow tired of the foolish foolery of the foolish fools of this foolish country. Excuse? Gunpowder burns. Gunpowder burns. When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet area. Gunpowder exploding is what makes the bullet fire, and that gets really hot, pal. And there were definitely some gunpowder burns left on the victim's foreheads. Oh, okay, I thought it was gonna be like on the weapon. Wow, never knew that. Live and learn, I guess. But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. Stabbed? And where was he stabbed? What was he stabbed with? A fruit knife. I see. And whose knife was it? Looks like it belongs to the face, sir. And of course, Miss Maya face fingerprints are all over it as well. All over it, eh? Okay, this is not good. It does not look good. What will you do now, Mr. Pheonix Wright? The wound was very severe, but not enough to cause instantaneous death. How severe was the wound? Well, if it had been half an inch more to the right, it would have been at the victim's shout. But a stab like that, it's almost impossible to fight back, let alone stand. This testimony makes it sound like Maya had stabbed him with the intent to kill. The murderer used a pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing. Are you sure he was stabbed first and then shot? Yup, sure as can be. One who got a wound and you would come to the same conclusion, dude. A fool is a fool who only listens to the foolish opinions of other foolish fools. A pistol shot to the forehead at point blank is certainly enough to kill instantaneous. Does it matter then which was first? Think a little more before you open that big mouth of yours, Mr. Pheonix Wright. What a pain. Well, that's enough. We have clearly established how the victim was murdered. I brought the two murder weapons with me today. Okay, thank you. Very well then. The court accepts them into evidence. The pistol and was Grace. 2 shots fired. What was it? 2 shots? Where's the second shot gone to? And the knife, a murder weapon. Small fruit knife belongs to the face. Bears Maya's fingerprints. The date and the time of death was June 19th at 3:15 p.m. Eyewitnesses claim to have heard 2 gunshots at this time. And 2 murder weapons. Both with the defendant's fingerprints on them, This does seem like an open and shut case. Naturally. It's going to go from bad to worse. As if the summary just now wasn't oversimplifying things to the extreme. Your Honor, feel free to slam that little gavel of yours. After all, there is no room left for doubt now, is there? Oh, yes, that is quite true, Mr. Wright. Yes. Even in the face of all this, you still wish to plead not guilty? It's the opinion of this court that if you do not adjust your plea, you stand to lose. See, just as I promised, Mr. Pheonix Wright. You would change your plea in less than 10 minutes. What will you do, Mr. Wright? Will you change to justify self-defense? Because now would be the time to do so. This is your final chance. This is a huge decision. I better think this through to the end. I believe in Maya. If you plead justified self-defense, we will basically be confessing to murder. After the trial, Maya's life would be ruined and she would be labeled a murderer. I can't let that happen. Your Honor, have you reached a conclusion, Mr. Wright? The defense will not change its plea. We will accept nothing short of a complete acquittal. Ah! Stop whipping me! You have sealed your fate, Mr. Pheonix Wright, detective. Yes, sir. Present the final portion of your testimony, the final strike. Yes, sir. Now, see here. Proceedings are run by... Ah! Oh, yes, okay. Oh, of course. Go ahead, detective. I can give your testimony. I think the court would like to hear about the other piece of incriminating evidence. What other piece of evidence did you find? Sorry, pal, but there's even more incriminating piece of evidence. This is the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. As you can see, it's covered in blood. The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. So this is the costume, eh? There's certainly evidence of a black spray of blood on this. The piece of directly links Maya's fate to the crime, sir. I see. And the court accepts this into evidence. Clothes Maya was wearing at the time of murder. There are blood splatters all over it. The front. Well, Mr. Wright, Miss Maya's fingerprints on both murder weapons and blood splatters on her clothes. Could this position get any worse? What's wrong? You seem to be at a loss. I think this is the very last piece of testimony the prosecution should have to offer. Feel free to sulk off with your tail between your legs, Mr. Pheonix Wright. Please stop calling me by my full name. It's disturbing. Was Fun Karma also like that? I don't remember. Sorry, pal, but there's even more evidence. Well, why didn't you say so in your testimony earlier then? Well, you're kind of scary today, you know, pal. Come now, Mr. Wright. There is no need for that kind of attitude in my court. All right. Please stop staring at me like that. Oh. I love that even Pheonix can be like, menacing. Maya's costume. Oh, yep. He was wearing this when we arrested her. Maya, she's wearing a channeling costume today. She's not allowed to wear anything else. As you can see, it's covered in blood. There's blood on the costume. Lab results show that it is the victim's blood. Thank you. That's what I wanted to know. So there is blood from the victim on the defendant's clothes. Definitely not good. So, were there any other clues you could have gleaned from this piece of evidence? Well... You must change the topic, then the good that I must testify again. But too bad, not enough time. Let's move on. Oh, yes, Miss Von Karma is perfectly correct. Not even the judge is on her side. But if I point of more than I can chew here, what should I do? Well, press further. Why is Miss Von Karma suddenly putting up resistance? There must be a reason as to why she suddenly threw out an objection like that. There must be something about this costume. I just have to look harder. Mr. Wright, Miss Von Karma's logic is perfect. There's no way for you to poke a hole in it. Why are you talking about putting a hole in it? Looks like my time is up. So about the costume. Also, I noticed like the trial is part 1 of the trial, and it's gonna be like, oh no, not again. There's one little thing. Your Honor, actually, there is something very wrong with this piece of evidence. Oh, what? What are you doing, my pal? Oh, where is the problem you're talking about? Come this part, there's no turning back now. The problem I have with this piece of evidence is here. What is this thing? Please take a look at the sleeve of this costume. The sleeve? Oh, there's a tiny hole here. A hole? But that wasn't in the report. Hold on. What is around the hole? It smells faintly of gunpowder. Oh. Gunpowder? No one's ever told me. A hole that smells of gunpowder. So I found the hole I was looking for. I didn't even... the only logical conclusion we can make is that it must be a bullet hole. Well, yeah, that makes sense. Order. This is a very grave matter. Especially we will correct the court records first before anything else. Press the check button for details. Oh, okay. Maya's costume was added to the court record. Very sorry about that. I guess we messed up, sir. Okay. Now I can look at it a bit more in detail. Okay, good. I guess it's fine. Is she actually smiling? I do like her sprite though. She looks really good. What else is she hiding? Pull yourself together, detective. That tiny hole doesn't change a thing. The strength of the evidence still holds. Continue with your testimony. That just now was a fluke. Nothing more. How can you say something like that? This is a huge oversight. Why do you agree that it is a mistake on the part of the police? What Prosecutor Von Karma has said is also true. The evidence still stands. You do not find a more definite problem with the evidence then? No way. Detective Gumshoe, please continue with your testimony. Yes, sir. The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. He wasn't fighting back? How do we know he wasn't? We could find no evidence of the victim put up any sort of struggle, pal. Should the murderer have a fight with the victim or not? Depending on this circumstance, this murder case changes drastically. Uh-oh, we're in real trouble now. If only had something to prove that the victim did fight back. From Karma, she thinks she can decide this verdict with this testimony along. Well, I'll find a crucial contradiction somehow, and then I'll have her. He's the one that shot. He's the one that shot first. It's kind of funny to think of like, Dr. Gray shot first instead of like I don't remember. I don't know the meme of like the Star Wars thingy. But I think not. Did I think Dick Gumshoe? Oh yes. Having you call me by my phone name is kind of a weird feeling, pal. You said that my client killed the person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. Oh yeah. Well, yeah, I did. Then why, may I ask, is the bullet hole you police overlooked supposed to mean? Well, what does it mean? I'll tell you what it means. It means that the victim had fired off a shot. Is this what it means to not fight back? Oh, you're right. It seems you're correct. The victim had tried to shoot the defendant, then it would change everything. Alright, the wind seems to be shifting. What's wrong with that? What is with that? Are you finished yet, laugh? Are you finished yet, Mr. Wright? Or Mr. Pheonix Wright? Miss Van Kalmer? It seems that Miss Maya Fey was shot by the victim. However, there are only grounds enough to support a justified self-defense plea. Well, that is correct. But I'm sure you remember, Your Honor, what the defense clearly said. They rejected justified self-defense and pleaded not guilty. Uh-oh, now that you mention it. Why, that's right. Stop whipping me. Which means the defendant has yet to prove anything at all. Oh no. Well, yeah, I guess that's true. Furthermore, just the fact that there is a bullet hole in the costume is not enough to substantiate even a plea of justified self-defense. How so? Don't just stand there. Hurry up and tell the court what had transpired that day. With the new information we acquired added in, of course. You mean by myself? Oh, you want me to put all together in the scenario all by myself? Okay, I get it. Yes, sir. Right away, sir. What did transpire? During the channeling, the defendant saw the chance to stab the victim in the chest. Of course, the victim had used the last bit of her strength, of his strength, to fight back, sir. What to do with fighting, the victim took out his gun. The victim then took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. The defendant picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it. The scenario you have put together does make sense. Well, yes, sir, Mr. Wright. On the surface, it may seem like it makes sense. However, I won't give up that easily. But please refrain from glaring at me like that. Now then, your cross-examination, please. While doing the channeling, the defendants had the chance to stab the victim in the chest. There is quite a difference in height between Dr. Gray and the defendant. And in body strength, and it seems unlikely the defendant could have just stabbed the victim. Well, now that you mention it, yeah, I guess. You think you can get away with such flimsy reasoning, Mr. Pheonix Wright? Miss Maya Fey was in the middle of channeling, was she not? Yeah. When channeling with the Kurame channeling technique, the medium physically changes. With the nurse's build, the defendant could have easily been a match for the doctor. I don't believe it. She even studied up on the Kurame channeling technique. How dare you? Like I said before, I am perfect. About what you were talking about. I don't quite get it. Well, never mind. Then let's continue with the testimony. It's like, oh, I get only the half view of the situation. I have something in my throat. I've got to, like, keep muting myself. Of course. Wait. So was stabbed, but the stab wound didn't kill him. Well, if you think about the blood loss, he was probably hurt pretty bad. How badly hurt would you say he was? Oh, actually, I went to give blood the other day, and afterwards I felt a little lightheaded and dizzy. I guess the damage was maybe about 10 times the dizziness. Oh, ouch! I'm sorry. What to do with fighting, the victim took out his gun. Where in the world did that pistol come from? Looks like the victim Dr. Gray had specifically brought it for that day. But a handgun? I got it off the black market about 2 days before the murder. Why did Dr. Gray bring a gun? Was he taking precaution against something? Maybe he wanted to, like, force the nurse to write things. The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. So you're saying that the bullet hole in this costume was made then? Sorry, pal, but yeah, I think that's what it was. That's what I think. The two of them were already fighting when the shot was fired. Maya, I'm really glad you weren't hurt. Yeah, true. Defendant then picked up down the opening and took the victim's gun and ended it. Maya has never fired a gun before in her life. Well, the victim has already taken off the safety. With the safety off, even an amateur like you can fire it just by pulling the trigger. Even me? I wonder. Now do you understand? Alphonse Karma's logic is perfect. His testimony certainly makes us look very bad, but there's gotta be a contradiction in there somewhere. And uncovering it is going to uncover the truth. I can feel it. It's gonna be for later, pretty sure. I'm kinda stuck here currently. Because I have no idea, like, what could it be? Reaching for your gun as you're stabbed in the chest. Is that even possible? No. Also, no. I have no idea. Also, I don't know why, but like the Dr. Turner Gray kind of gives me Full Metal Alchemist vibes. I think it's the eyes. Like the way that the eyes are drawn are very, very similar to like Greed from that show. Oh, I didn't miss. Missing the tiny hole on this costume will be the prosecution's undoing. What do you mean? This little hole has actually created a huge hole in your testimony. Well, explain yourself, Mr. Wright. He said the two of them were fighting when the victim fired his gun at point blank. Oh, if she was carrying the knife, then that would have been like on her stomach. If that were true, then where is the gunpowder burn on this costume? Gunpowder burn? This is what you testified earlier. When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. Oh! But there is not a single trace of gunpowder burn on this costume. Oh, okay. Well, this is a very good point. And what exactly does this mean? It means that when the shot was fired, they were standing apart from each other. I am disappointed, Mr. Wright, Pheonix Wright. You think that you can punch a hole in my logic with that? You would wishy-washy thinking like that. Anyone can explain anything away. Then I implore you to disprove my line of thinking. Let's see. In the middle of their fight, the victim pushed the defendant away. It was then that when they were separated, they fired. How was that? As if that was even possible. According to his testimony, the wound from the stabbing was very severe. The victim would have not had the strength to push the defendant very far after that. Oh. Well, then, that's right. The defendant must have pushed the victim away. After stabbing him, she must have put some space between the doctor and himself. And then when she was preparing to strike again, the doctor took his shot. There, that should satisfy even you. I guess that makes an awful lot of sense. What do you think, Mr. Wright? Must be careful. Can't afford to make a mistake here. Concentrate and think. Oh, okay. Ah! Kitty, what the... I'm gonna say like it doesn't make sense. There's a fatal flaw in her argument, Your Honor. What, a fatal flaw? Ouch! Very interesting. I would love to see where this flaw is. Show me something that contradicts my explanations. There has to be a snag in her explanation somewhere. She put some distance between them before rushing to make the final blow. And when she was about to strike, the doctor took his shot. There's a piece of evidence that contradicts this line of thinking. Maya's costume is fully blooded. Why are you showing me this to me? Do not contradict. Okay, never mind. That was wrong. Alright, get on with it. Has to be a snag. Oh, okay. I didn't even lose points from that. That's good. I can just keep spamming stuff. Take a look at this. Ah, come on. I thought it was a real one this time. Is it the floor plans? No. This is the passive evidence that destroys your logic. Well, what is that? A folding screen? I would like to point to the court's attention to the hole in this folding screen. Ah. Looks like you already know what I'm talking about. What? Ooh, where? What? Where? Mr. Wright, your explanation, please. Are these two really that clueless? The bullet went through the defendant's sleeve first and then the folding screen. It passed through at a height of approximately 8 inches off the ground, which means when the shot was fired, Maya, the defendant, was not getting ready to strike, but was already squatting low on the ground. What? Order, order! Well, this changes everything! Please look at this diagram at the crime scene. The victim, Dr. Gray, was here when he fired the shot, and the bullet hit this folding screen. It hit at this location about 8 inches off the ground. At this time, the defendant was in this area. Oh, wait, no, don't do this to me. I don't know. Defendant should have been like here, right? Somewhere around here. Uh-oh, okay. I'm gonna go ahead and make a save state over here. Because I messed up. I was like over here. Did I like push her? No. Where could it be? In this corner? No. Okay, I have no idea. I'm like very confused in this. Was she like hiding over here? Oh! Behind the folding screen? Ah! The victim and this attacker were fighting, were they not? Then why would the attacker be doing all the way over there? Besides which, if the attacker was behind the folding screen, then how could the victim even know where to shoot? It's obviously impossible. Yeah, I guess so. Mr. Wright. Boy, did I just screw up royally? Well, what's done is done. For now, I should focus on where Maya was at the time of the crime. Oh, I don't... That was wrong. Okay. It should have been like this way, right? Was she the victim? No. Oh, she's over here. I have no idea. I thought for sure that was gonna be it. Oh, whoa. I was in this area. After looking around for like almost 20 minutes, it's apparently down here. She was standing here, near the folding screen. Oh, wait a second. We know the defendant was close to the ground, placed on the height of the bullet hole. But how could you gauge the distance from that? Isn't it possible that the defendant was standing much closer to the victim? That's impossible. But why? You of all people should know the answer to that question, Miss Van Karma. If she were shot from somewhere closer, there would be gunshot powders burned present. However, there are nothing of the sort around the bullet hole in this costume. Curse you, Mr. Pheonix Wright, you? I believe it has not been proven that the defendant was standing away from the victim when they were shot at, but do you think this has changed the defendant's situation? I think it changes everything, yeah. Honestly, Yona, this changes everything. The prosecution has claimed the defendant was aiming to kill by stabbing. If that were true, delivering the final strike with the knife would have been ideal. However, where and what was the defendant doing at the time? Squatting all the way by the folding screen? Exactly. If Maya Fey was a real murderer, why would she be by the folding screen instead of preparing to strike? Upon further consideration, it does make very little sense. Yeah, I figured there had to be some kind of reason. Figuring these things out and proving the logic behind everything is your job. Oh, alright, with this, the rest of the trial should be in the back. Blast radius of disaster. You are such a smart man, Mr. Pheonix Wright. To think that you've been able to completely hopeless case to this point. Now I know why Papa had such a tough time with you. You amuse me. Of all the things to inherit, why did it have to be that smarmy smile? Detective, how dare you damage my perfect logic? Why was it my fault? You can start by repairing your standing by first removing that 3-strand goatee. Oh, and rest assured, your punishment will come later. Punishment? Well then, Your Honor, I think I've had all I can take of this detective's face. I think it's time to call in the next witness. The next witness? It's gotta be Lotta. Oh, very well then. The court will take a 5-minute recess. After we reconvene, we will hear from the next witness. To be continued. Okay. That was... oof. Finding the position where she was standing was horrible. It took me way too long to do that. Ah well. 2-2. Time to go. And with that, I'm going to say thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. And as always, I hope to see you next time. Bye. We're going to have a familiar face again on the witness stand.